Does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir, and I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. So tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Are your days filled with love and light? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope
You can shed tears that she's gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your heart can be empty because you cannot see her, or you can be full of the love that you shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live for yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember her and only that she's gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back. Or you can do what she would want you to do. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. Smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. That is what she would want. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've come together this morning in remembrance of this special person in our lives, Marlene Isabel Street, much loved matriarch of the Street family, adoring her 8 children, 16 grandchildren, and 26, almost 27 great-grandchildren. What a legacy she leaves. On behalf of Marlene's loving children, Donald, Christine deceased, Stephen deceased, Karen, Peter, Ricky deceased, Terry and Michelle and their families, I welcome you and thank you for being with them here today to celebrate her amazing life and to say goodbye to her in a meaningful and loving way, in the way that Marlene would want, not too much fuss and not too many tears. I also welcome all those who are viewing online as they were unable to join us here in the chapel, especially family members on the mainland. Trish, Ricky Lee, Nikisha, Ethan, Sue Ellen, Cody, and Lisa. At the conclusion of the service, you are warmly invited to join the family here in the refreshment area to share your stories and to support one another. As the totally selfless woman that she was, we know that Marlene would not want us to be sad today and would want us to remember that grief is a passage, not a place to stay. Grief is not a sign of weakness, nor a lack of faith. It is the price of love. You are all here today because you have one important thing in common. Your lives have been touched by the good fortune of having known Marlene. Her passing has come sooner than expected, leaving her family in a state of disbelief. And so it is inevitable that there is grief and pain today. This is natural. And these emotions need to run their course. It may seem impossible to find the appropriate words to say to her family or even to say to each other. There are no words that can do justice to such a profound loss. A poem whose author is unknown reads, "A life well lived is a precious gift of hope and strength and grace from someone who has made our world a brighter, better place. It's filled with moments sweet and sad, with smiles and sometimes tears, with friendships formed and good times shared and laughter through the years. A life well lived is a legacy of joy and pride and pleasure, a living, lasting memory our grateful hearts will treasure. And there is so much to treasure about Marlene. A strong, determined, positive woman, Marlene was a down-to-earth, hard-working wife and mother who loved her family deeply and would go to the ends of the earth for them. Never wanting to be a burden, Marlene was selfless, always putting others first, prepared to help anyone at any time, accepting everyone for who they were, never passing judgment, though she took no crap from anyone, but simply Marlene loved people and people loved her. Born in Latrobe on the 19th of January 1939, Marlene was one of 6 children born to Albert and Doris Purton. She was a happy child, but at the age of 13, she was struck with tuberculosis, a serious illness that mostly affects the lungs. Considered to be a highly contagious disease, she spent the next 5 years in the tuberculosis hospital in Latrobe. During this time, she met a handsome young man, Murray Street, and a really strong relationship developed. After courting for a year, they married on the 27th of July, 1957. Marlene was a devoted wife and mother to her 8 children. The family lived in Flowerdale, Somerset, Burnie and Lewina at different times before settling back in Burnie. Throughout her life, she was a dedicated housewife, mother and babysitter, adoring her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She was old-fashioned in many ways, making sure meals were on the table on time. If you were late, you ate it cold, and you ate it or you went without. Nothing much would faze Marlene, but she was known to get a little irate when family members would walk into her kitchen, open the fridge door and peer in for several minutes. "What are you looking for?" she would ask. Only to find the door would close, but the whole scenario would be repeated several minutes later. She was a fabulous cook, so more often than not there was something pretty tasty in the fridge. And the family loved to go to Mum's for a great meal, and traditions were often centred around special occasions like Christmas, Boxing Day and birthdays. Boxing Day would always be a trip to the beach, food packed, cricket gear handy, and the entire extended family, sometimes in excess of 40 people, would have a great day out. Marlene had many loves. She loved fishing and was a member of the Wynyard Anglers Club. She loved to win $1 or 10 at bingo, and she loved volunteering, running blue light discos in Lewina in the early days, and volunteering for Lifeline, the Aero Club, and driving the community bus on outings. She loved the St Kilda Football Club, and she loved her flower garden and her pot plants. Later in her life, she loved her crafts, dot painting, knitting dolls and doing crosswords. She loved riding her gopher to the Wynyard Market every Sunday to get her fresh vegetables, and also for the social interactions the outing afforded her. And she loved camping with the family. A large tent would be erected at Rocky Cape National Park and later at Peggs Beach. And it was the way the family enjoyed many Christmases over many, many years. Wherever they camped, you could be assured there would be a bull-out nest, something Karen will remember forever. Marlene's beloved Murray passed away in 1994, and stoically she girded her loins and got on with life. Her trusty old Land Rover, MacGyver, was recalled with affection. A top speed of 40 kilometres an hour, definitely quicker to walk up Mount Street than to drive with her, and the cause of much embarrassment for grandchildren who dreaded being seen in it. Later in Marlene's life, she moved to Wynyard to live in the caravan park, where she made some great friends, especially Margaret Murray. Mum looked forward to her weekly lunch dates with Margaret, which wasn't the only thing they looked forward to, as they both loved to sneak off for a quick visit to the pokies. Marlene was the absolute rock of the family. There was never ever hiding anything from her. She was intuitive enough to know you were trying to hide something, and she'd always work out what it was. She was always there to turn to when things got rough. There may not have been a lot of hugs, but the ones that were given were tight and warm. There may not have been a lot of money, but there was an abundance of love. Marlene, Isabel Street, the much-loved matriarch, the glue that held the family together. Sleep peacefully, lovely lady. You will be forever in our hearts. We now have the privilege of viewing photographs that have been collected from family albums, along with the ones here at the front. These photographs depict aspects of Marlene's wonderful life. The family have chosen Supermarket Flowers by Ed Sheeran and Jealous of the Angels by Donna Taggart to accompany these.
I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made, memories of a life that's been loved. Took the get-well-soon cars and stuffed animals. Poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down. But Mum, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. But I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, He'll say hallelujah, you're home. Fluffed the pillows, made the bed, stacked the chairs up. Folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. John said he'd drive, then put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face. And I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life with love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mum. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. When God takes you back, he'll say hallelujah, you're home. Hallelujah, you are an angel in the shape of my mom. You got to see the person I have become. Spread your wings and I know that when God took you back, he said hallelujah, you're home.
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah. Just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.
What absolutely beautiful memories. The love and the pride that was emanating from Marlene's face was beautiful. I'm honoured this morning to read some tributes that have been written by family members, and the first is written by her son, Peter. Peter has written, "Mum, you left me with beautiful memories. Your love is still my guide. Although I cannot see you, you will always be at my side. Love you always, Mum. Peter." Daughter Michelle has written, "This is the hardest thing I have ever had to do. I have so much I want to say, yet no words can describe how I feel. You were more than just my mum. You were my friend, my rock, my world. I just cannot imagine life without you in it. Mum, your love for me I will hold in my heart forever, and my love for you will never fade. I will cherish every memory, and I have so many. Our time together was never enough. I wish I could go back and take in our time together just a little bit more. Mum, I will never stop missing you, but when I am missing you, I will always remember how fortunate I was to have you in my life. Mum, thank you for the love that you showed Isabella, Elliot, Darcy and Evelyn. Thank you for loving Tony. Thank you for every kiss, hug and I love you that you gave. But most of all, thank you for being my mum. Love forever and always, Michelle." And granddaughter Hayley has written, "Nan, if only I knew that on Monday night the phone call would be the last time I would hear your voice, I would never have hung up the phone. I will forever miss so many things, but maybe not our trip to the zoo. That was hard. Knowing that if I call, you won't be there to pick up. That I'll never be able to or get to walk into your house and see you sitting at the table is a pain I never knew I could feel. I want to thank you for being such a strong person in and not only my life, but in Isabella's and Evelyn's lives as well. Until I see you again, Nan, you will be forever in my heart. Love always, Hayley." Beautiful tributes for a very much loved woman. While the family place their flowers and say their quiet farewells to Marlene, I invite you to reflect on the place that she has in your hearts and the memories that you will cherish forever.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear. days to sing God's praise. Then when we first begun, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
What would Marlene say if she was here right now? Maybe this: I'd like the memory of me to be a happy one. I'd like to leave an afterglow of smiles when life is done. I'd like to leave an echo whispering softly down the ways of happy times and laughing times and bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun and keep the happy memories that I leave when life is done. This morning we've had a special glimpse into the life of a wonderful woman, strong, kind, caring and selfless, dedicated, determined, resilient and stoic. Marlene left this world on Saturday, August the 10th. Her spirit and her living made a difference and will continue to do so as long as each of you remember her in your hearts and carry the lessons of her life with you. You are now the representatives and the ambassadors of her legacy. She gave you wonderful gifts of kindness, graciousness, strength, acceptance, and love. She showed you how to live with challenges and struggles and how to survive. While not every moment was easy and not every moment etched in gold, in the final analysis, Marlene gave to each of you every inch of what she had to offer. She never held back and always tried to give her all. You are her future and her memories. It is now time to lay Marlene, much loved mother, Nan, old Nan, grandma and friend, to rest. Would you all please stand if you are able? It is with such sadness that we say goodbye to you, Marlene, but we thank you so much for every little gift you have contributed to this life and to the lives of others. We thank you for your strength of character and for being the face of reassurance in times of difficulty. We thank you for your understanding, unwavering support, and your dedication and devotion to your family. We thank you for your determination to be the best you could be. We thank you for your wonderful smile and the times you made us laugh. We thank you for the magic you wove into life and for your level-headed perspectives and optimism. And we thank you for being the perfect example of the true meaning of wealth in our life. But most of all, we thank you for your love and your friendship, for the time and effort you put into our lives, for your thoughts and deeds, your cuddles and care, and for your kind and humble heart. We thank you, Marlene, for everything you were and for all that you gave, and may you now forever rest in peace with the certain knowledge that you were, are, and always will be dearly loved and terribly missed. And so your kind and generous nature we commit to our memories. Your love, humour and friendship we commit to our hearts. Your body we commit to its end with nature, reunited with your beloved Murray, your dearly loved children Christine, Stephen and Ricky, and your cherished granddaughter Michaela. You are no longer bound by this world, but a part of it. No longer tied to one place or one time, but free. And so we ask that you go now with all our love, as tenderly and reverently we yield your body to be cremated. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, at the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, you will be with us. In the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, in the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of the autumn, you will be with us. Thank you for all that you were and all that you gave. Love and light to you now on this, your final journey.
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I went back home. Home was lonely, for my mother, she was gone. All my family there was crying, for our home felt sad and alone. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Undertaker, 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 won't you please drive slow? For that lady you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go.